What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Kaylin. I am 25 and I film a lot of entrepreneurship, lifestyle, and productivity content. And welcome to April's monthly reset. This is one of my favorite videos to film. If you guys missed March's monthly reset, I actually talked about how I'm actually going to start splitting up the budgeting portion and the goal setting portion. And a lot of you guys seem to really like that. And a lot of you guys said that you actually do your budgeting separate than your goal setting. So having it split up into two different videos allows you to actually like follow along with the budget. We can actually, do the budget together. So that's the plan for April as well. So this is obviously going to be the April budget with me. I did also decide that in every single monthly reset in the budgeting portion, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway for you guys. So I thought it'd be something just fun and different to do and a way to give back to you guys. So I decided that I'm actually going to be giving away one budget spreadsheet and a gift card to a different place every single month. Keep watching to find out how you guys can enter that. But other than that, I think we're ready to hop into the video. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe down below, grab your budgeting tool of choice, whether it's a spreadsheet, pen and paper, whatever you use to budget, grab that, grab a drink, and let's start budgeting for the month of April. Okay, so we're gonna start off with March. If you guys watched March's monthly reset, you saw obviously me set all of these budgets. Now we're gonna go through and see how well I stuck to them. So starting out with the income for March, overall, March for me was a pretty good income month. I was actually over on all of my expected income, which is always a nice thing. So for my AdSense, which is what I make from YouTube, I was obviously over on that by almost $100. I did end up getting a brand deal in March and got paid out for that, which was nice. So I got a brand deal. My Amazon income is my full-time business, which if you guys watch my monthly resets, I actually don't share that income with you guys. And then any other income, which is, credit card cash back, any sales from Etsy totaled about $1,400. So my income essentially from like my side hustles, not my full-time income, was about $2,072, and we had actually budgeted for $1,200. So income, we are good for the month of March. Moving over to savings and sinking funds. I'm not gonna, talk about this too much. Overall, I hit all of my savings goals. I really did not set too many for myself during the month of March, but we did hit all the savings goals. Bills are always the same every single month, so they total about $1,090. That is just my half every single month. And then over here to expenses, this is where it gets a little juicier. For groceries, I have that I spent $206. I find that very hard to believe. I have not spent that little on groceries since I was in college. That's what was on my cards. So, I mean, I guess that's how much I really did spend. Devin and I, we split our groceries in half. So our total grocery bill for the month was about $400. Typically, it's around like 6 or 7, I would say. So we definitely cut back on the amount of groceries. Restaurants, I was definitely over. I'll show you guys the actual individual transactions over here. We'll kind of go through that. Almost all of this was from Chipotle, you guys. For some reason, during the month of March, I just went crazy on the Chipotle. So definitely need to cut back there, especially since it's not the healthiest. Coffee, every single month I'm over on coffee, and this month was no exception. I was over by $66 on coffee. I'll talk about it a little bit more, obviously, when we get into April, but I'm actually setting a coffee limit for myself to where I can only buy coffee on the weekends. That way it gives me something to look forward to for the weekend. I can kind of treat myself if it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but I cannot buy coffee throughout the week because I definitely need to cut down my coffee spending. And not only just for the spending, but also for the health aspect too. The coffee that I get has so much sugar, and I've really been trying to cut back on my added sugar. So definitely need to cut back on coffee. Self-care, I was over significantly more than I was expecting because I actually ended up getting a facial, which I didn't plan for. So that was very nice, very relaxing. Decided to treat myself, so not mad about that. But I've definitely been trying to have more of an abundance mindset lately and allowing myself to spend money and not feeling bad about it if it's intentionally spent, which this was. I wanted a facial, I treated myself, I got myself a facial. I don't get myself facials, that often. I'm much happier spending this money than, spending $96 on coffee. That's just money that's wasted. But, treating yourself to a facial, a massage, that's not money wasted in my opinion. That's going to a good cause, which is investing in yourself, your mental health, your happiness, your well-being. And so, like I said, I've been trying to, switch from that scarcity mindset of I need to save, 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 I can't spend, to allowing myself to spend the money. It's gonna come back. It's money well spent. Subscriptions, I added a few more subscriptions, so that went up. And pets, we are good on pets. So overall, I mean, The month of March was pretty average for me. I was over on some things, I was under on some things. Income-wise, it was pretty good. We'll kind of look at my individual transactions over here, my expense transactions. Nothing really stands out to me. Obviously coffee, Chipotle, I actually got a work bag from Amazon, which was in my last work day of my life, and it was $37. Very affordable for a work bag, but that's something I kind of treated myself to. I did also buy myself a coffee fruit extract from Amazon, which you put it in your water, and it's supposed to be really good for just, you know, mental clarity and brain focus. So I think that's pretty much it for the month of March. Like I said, pretty average month, but I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. Average is definitely better than a bad month. I forgot to go through my goals. So I did actually focus more on intentional spending this month. I did hit all my savings goals, and I did not increase my Etsy and Amazon income by 20%, but that's okay. We hit 2 out of 3, which, you know, progress, not perfection. Moving over to April, we're gonna set our budget here. So I'm gonna start off with the income. My AdSense, this should be around $100. My brand deals and affiliates, I don't have any more brand deals lined up. So I'm gonna say $25 just from random affiliate links. Amazon, I don't share, and other income, I'm gonna say $1,200 here. So that's an estimate of about $1,300 for my, like I said, like my little side hustles that I have. Savings and sinking funds. We're gonna go short term, long term. I put $100 every single month in my long-term savings. My main savings is my short-term savings and my investments, but Devin and I actually put $100 into a long-term savings account every month. So $200 obviously total, for just like, you know, future expenses, whether it's a house, kids. So that way, you know, if we have a kid in a year or two, we have a head start for cribs, just, I don't know, just preparing for any of life's unexpected surprises. We have that savings together. And then for my short term, just because I only put 100 in there last month, I really want to, you know, increase this a little bit more. So we're gonna save $500 in the short term. I'm gonna put $50 in gifts. I do this for Christmas. I do this every single month, even if it's $25, it can be $25, $500 some months. I always make sure I just have a sinking funds for Christmas. So that way when Christmas time comes around, I say this every single month, so I'm not gonna touch on it too much, but that way when Christmas comes around, you kind of have a head start. You're not as stressed about buying gifts because you already have a sinking fund ready to go. So 50 in gifts. And then for vacation, I'm actually not gonna put anything in my vacation sinking fund because we already have our trip booked for the month of May, and I already have everything for it, so I don't really need to put anything in there for now. Moving over to bills, rent, Wi-Fi, utilities. You guys know the drill. These are the same every single month. $850 for rent, about $38 for Wi-Fi, and $200 for utilities. Those are standard. For my investments, actually, I'm gonna also set myself a budget of $300 in my Roth IRA. I need to start contributing to this a lot more just because I am self-employed, and so I don't have a company, 401k through a company, so I don't have that employer match. And so I definitely need to make sure I'm investing money every single month in my IRA. I'm not as worried about the monthly investments as I am the annual investments. So my goal is just to at least to get this maxed out by the end of the year. So $6,500 is the max you can invest in your Roth IRA. My goal is to at least have that maxed out by the end of the year. Okay, moving over to expenses. Okay, so starting with the grocery budget, like I said, there is no way that I actually spent $200 on groceries last month. I'm gonna just give myself a budget of $300 again, especially with the price of groceries these days. It's expensive. So we have $300 for groceries. For restaurants, I'm gonna give myself $100 for restaurants. For coffee, I am over on this every single month, but we are starting the coffee only on the weekends, $50. I'm gonna increase it a little bit. I do need to cut back on coffee, but I also wanna make it a little bit more realistic. So we're gonna say $50 there, which actually leads me into the giveaway for April's monthly reset. This month, one of you guys is going to get this budget spreadsheet that I'm using right here and a $25 gift card to Starbucks. Like I said, every month the gift card will be different, but this month it's gonna be Starbucks. Since we're kind of on the topic of coffee, you guys know how much I love coffee, and I just think it's a great way to just treat yourself here and there. All you guys have to do to enter is comment down below Let's comment one financial goal that you have for yourself during the month of April. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be super specific. It can be increase your savings by 10%, start a new sinking fund, maybe save, you know, X amount, whatever it is. You can be as vague or as specific as you want to be. Comment down below one financial goal that you have for yourself during the month of April. Make sure you guys also leave with that one like method of communication where I can reach out and get in touch with you. So it can be an Instagram handle where I can DM you. Just make sure your profile is on public. It can be your email so I can email you. Just any method of communication, leave that as well, and I will reach out to you guys on April 7th with the winner. And next month I will also be announcing who the winner was so that way you guys can actually know that there was a winner. So you guys will also be featured if you are the winner in next month's monthly reset, and then I will obviously do another giveaway then. So yes, but this month we're doing a budget spreadsheet and a $25 gift card to Starbucks. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you comment one financial goal for April. Moving on to gas. I think $50 a pretty solid number for me for gas. So we're gonna go with $50. Miscellaneous, I'm actually going to increase this a little bit more from last month. So we had 150 last month. I'm actually gonna say 250 just because we are going on vacation in May, and I know that I'm going to want to get some stuff for vacation, whether it's you know, a new carry-on or I don't know, a beach bag, just something, because we're going to Punta Cana the first week of May. And so I know, like I said, I just know myself. I know I'm going to spend more on something. So 250 for miscellaneous. For self-care, I'm just going to give myself $60. Gifts, we don't have any birthdays, so we're going to say 0. Subscriptions, I actually have a subscription tracker here. I didn't really go through the spreadsheet this month, you know, all the features of it, just because I feel like you guys have seen it a few times. But if you guys are new here, I actually have an online Etsy store where I sell this budget spreadsheet. I will have this spreadsheet linked down below for you guys in case you guys are interested in purchasing. But this is the all-in-one budget spreadsheet. So you get an annual dashboard, a savings and investment summary, a subscription tracker, net worth tracker, debt snowball calculator. You get a bunch of things with it. And so I use my subscription tracker to have all of my monthly subscriptions in here, and then I just take this total and then I just put out my monthly budget. So $147.25 there. And pets, I just always say $50. So let me zoom back out. This is what the budget is looking like for the month of April. We have a little bit more added to expenses. Like I said, for vacation, we increased our savings goal a little bit, which is always good. And yeah, we have, obviously, like I said, we have our investments down here. But yeah, that is what our budget is looking like for the month of April. Okay, so now that the budget is done, I just want to talk a little bit more about credit cards. This is something that I'm really excited to start talking about in my monthly resets, just because I love credit cards. I think that they are a very powerful and useful tool that you can use, especially if you have a business, but even on your personal, just everyday, day-to-day life. There's a lot of different ways you can utilize them, and I feel like there's such a negative connotation around credit cards because obviously a lot of people have credit card debt. There's a statistic. Okay, so from bankrate.com, it says a total of 35% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. So, I mean, that's a good amount of people that just constantly have credit card debt. And so I feel like a lot of people are nervous to get credit cards, or they're nervous to put a lot on credit cards because they don't want to carry that debt. And I completely get that. But if you do use credit cards in the right way, like I said, they can be an extremely useful, powerful tool. You can take free vacations with them. You can, you know, get a lot of cash back, and you can also save yourself a lot of interest when you utilize them right. So I just want to say, before we talk about this, I'm not a financial advisor, not a credit card expert. This is just my own personal opinion, and this is not financial advice. So all of my transactions that I do on my monthly budget are actually all on credit cards. I had someone ask me about this, and yes, I do put everything that I spend on credit cards, and then I take my income that I make and I pay them off. So I only put on my credit cards what I know I'm gonna have from income wise to pay it off for that month. I only spend on my credit cards what I know I'm gonna make, so that way I don't have a balance, you know, month to month moving forward. Now there's a few different reasons for this. The first one is obviously for the cash back or the travel points that you get We booked our trip in May to Punta Cana completely on credit card points, you guys. We have first class flights. We are staying in Punta Cana for 8 days for $300. We actually also had enough points to cover the $300, but we're taking those points and using them for a trip also in July that's almost completely paid for through credit card points. So we would not have these points if we just, you know, paid for it with a debit card, or if we paid for it with a credit card, but we didn't use the right credit card for it. So that's just one example of how you can use credit card points. And I think that's a great example. You can use them for travel. You can also just use them for cash back. Like for example, I got, I think $200 in cash back just last month from using my credit cards. That's not a ton of money, but it's just literally free money just from spending what I was already going to spend. So that's another reason why I put everything on credit cards, because you get literally free money back. You don't have to pay anything. If you get a credit card with a $0 annual fee, it's just free money. Another useful way that you can use credit cards, and is the way that we use credit cards, especially for our business, but also for personal expenses as well, is by utilizing the sign-up bonuses on credit cards. So if you have a big purchase coming up and you know you're going to be able to hit the minimum spend, you can actually, you know, sign up for a credit card, put that big purchase, whether it's, you know, a new bedroom set, a new couch, on that credit card and get that sign up bonus back. So depending on the level of credit card, the sign-up bonuses are different. Some sign-up bonuses are $800, some are $150. But you don't only get the sign-up bonus with it. You actually get, depending on the credit card, some credit cards you automatically, you know, earn interest right away. But a lot of credit cards, you actually get 0% interest, which is a 0% APR for the first 12 to 15 months. And so if you have a big purchase that you maybe need to put on a credit card, but your credit cards earn interest, sign up for an interest, or I would sign up for an interest-free credit card for the first 12 to 15 months that has a decent sign-up bonus. Put that expense on those credit cards, use that sign-up bonus to kind of pay down whatever expense that is, and then you can pay it off over the course of the next year without any interest. So many people sign up for store credit cards, and I never understand why, just because they get you right there at the cash register. But store credit cards, I'm not an expert, but they're the worst credit cards that you can get. They earn interest right away. You might get 20% off your first purchase, but I mean, unless it's a huge purchase, it's most likely not going to be worth it. The interest rates on them are ridiculous. They're like 26 or 27%, which is insane. So I avoid store credit cards at all costs. I have a few favorites that I like. I have like 7 or 8 credit cards, but I really like the Capital One Quicksilver as a good everyday credit card. I also really like the Chase cards, so the Chase Freedom cards. I have the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I have the Chase Freedom Flex. Those are really good cards as well. If you're someone that you love to travel and you already have a few credit cards and you're looking for something that's a little bit higher tier, I just got the Capital One Venture X. It is such a good credit card. It does have an annual fee of I think $3.95, and it does earn interest right away. But if you're gonna spend a lot on it, if you can pay it off and you travel a lot, the Capital One Venture X is a really good card to get. So I will have all of my favorite personal credit cards linked down below for you guys. I will also link a few of our favorite business credit cards. Not sponsored, they are referral links, which means that if you sign up with my link, you might get extra points, and I will too, but that's the only thing. Obviously, on top of all the benefits you can get, the cash back that you can get, the free travel that you can get, you do also get, you also help increase your credit score too, and you have that credit line in case there was an emergency and you would ever need it. Comment down below if you guys have any questions about that. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor expert, but I will answer what I can. I've been doing this, you know, since I turned 18. I just every, 12 to 15 months, I sign up for a 0% APR credit card, and so that way I always have a credit card in case I need it that does have 0% interest. My camera died. That was my camera telling me that I'm talking way too much now. But I think that wraps up this monthly reset routine. I really like it separate like this, just for the fact I didn't really do this last month, but I really like just talking to you guys about, just even having like a credit card conversation. We can have a different conversation every single month, but just having that time to actually talk more about, intentional spending, just finance in general, outside of just how much I spent and how much I saved for the month. And I feel like if I just put that into like a regular monthly reset, it would just be way too long. So comment down below if you guys like these little money chats, we can call them, at the end of every budget with me. Yeah, like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys are interested in the spreadsheet and the Starbucks gift card, make sure to comment, like I said, one financial goal that you have for the month of April. And as always, my budget templates are linked down below for you guys in case you guys are interested in checking them out. Every purchase means so much much to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So if you guys, like I said, are interested in checking it out, link down below. I also forgot to mention, if you guys use code RESET, you can get 20% off your order at checkout. But once again, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe down below, and stay tuned because part 2 of April monthly reset is coming very soon. I did not plan that. I did not mean to do that. That just happened. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.